Elizabeth Lim has done it again. I love Elizabeth Lim. If you didn't know that, she's one of my all-time favorite authors. She has not had a miss with me, ever. I cannot think of a miss. And I just love her characters, her world building, her whole plot arcs, the twists and turns, the fantasy elements, the magic system. She's so good at what she does. And I think she's not as popular as she should be because she is a YA author. But I swear to you, if you just like really good fantasies with not at the forefront romances, but there are romances in these, with really good, strong characters, I love them. They're just amazing. You need to be reading Elizabeth Lim. So A Forgery of Fate is set in the world of Six Crimson Cranes, but it is not at all super connected. There was a brief mention of a Khiatan princess, and I went, hey, but you don't need anything else from that. Everything else is completely set up for you. It's just like a little nod. We're in that universe overall. I think this might be my favorite in that universe, especially. It might be my favorite overall. I just love her writing. I love the character of our main character. True is an art forger, and she has a little bit of a secret. She's been trying to take care of her sisters and her mom. Her dad went missing years ago, and she's working really hard so that this evil person doesn't take away her sisters for nefarious things, in order to pay off a debt that their mother, because mother has a gambling addiction, and she ends up wrapped up in a plot, in a scheme with this dragon prince, and trying to help him with a painting that she needs to paint for him that will help dethrone the Dragon King, the current dragon ruler. And it makes sense in the story, trust me. I'm explaining it really badly, but it makes sense. And I just love that we have this really vivid underwater world that True has to go into. She has to pretend to be his bride, even though they cannot get along. And it has a really good, almost Beauty and the Beast-esque sense to it. There's a lot of little nods to the Beauty and the Beast story, but it is not a full Beauty and the Beast retelling. And it has a lot of twists and turns that I absolutely loved. I love the ending. There is, it's a full standalone, which is also rare in the world right now, in fantasy especially. I wouldn't be mad if we continued on with these characters, or even with her sisters. If each of her sisters got a book, I would be happy with that as well, because this one does wrap it up very, very nicely. But highly, highly cannot stress enough, go read Elizabeth Lim. Go read her stuff, especially A Forgery of Fate.